comments positive, okay? No attacks, no hate, no shade. Keep it positive, okay? So before I begin talking about uh, the new talk about not wanting and everything comes when you don't want it, um, for some reason I don't know how that started yesterday. On my other channel, I talked about not always going after what you want and letting it come to you. But somehow that started a trend in the lifestyle community, and I don't want people to get confused. Um, so before I get started, I want to mention that I'm not um, disrespecting his video. I'm not devaluing it. I think he's a good health coach. He's a handsome man who knows his stuff when it comes to health, working out and fitness and everything. I did not watch his video, but I do want to talk about the whole topic of not wanting and everything comes. A lot of people think that, okay? But only way with everything coming is if you are totally not protecting yourself. If you are just someone that's out there messy all over the world, not caring about spreading your energy, then of course everything will come. The thing is, you don't want that, because when everything comes or anything comes, you may not know what is for you or what you should keep or what you should push away. It's almost like you're dumpster diving. So you want to be careful of getting in that mindset of never wanting and just let everything come or anything come. If you want to have the stream of consciousness magicianship, then go right ahead and use that mindset. But understand you're dumpster diving. You are. I would rather have laser focus on what I want rather than have this sort of dumpster magicianship in which I got to deal with all the toxicity surrounding my manifestation and trying to purge it to get to my manifestation. That is very exhausting. I find it to be a huge waste of time. Now, if you were in a positive vibration most of the time, I would say a couple months before you started to have the mindset of not wanting anything, so everything comes, then 9 times out of 10, most of the things that will come to you will be in your favor. But ask yourself, have you really been consistently positively thinking and having compassion and not being competitive and minding your business and focusing on your wants and desires, which should be what you need, which should be what you need. If you have been thinking about that more through your day for at least 90 days, then you don't have to worry about dumpster type energy coming towards you. You can pretty much guess that most of what you're going to get is actually what you want. Now, if this is so deep, too deep for you, I really highly recommend that you join my upcoming workshop on magicianship, manifesting. Um, do not use that script of not wanting at all, so everything comes, unless you know what kind of energy you've been in for a while, unless you know what energy you've had around you, what you focused on, what the frequency that you primarily had most of the time. Otherwise, you're playing with a toxic game. Um, so I'm not I'm not devaluing Elliot Hustle's video. I'm just saying tread carefully with that type of approach. Time is a valuable asset. It's the most valuable asset that we have. And you just don't have time to be sorting through the dumpster energy. Um, you can remember when you was a teenager and you felt safe or protected, or your parents were paying all the bills. You didn't have to worry about the stuff you worry about now. You really didn't want much. But did you notice, like, a lot of toxicity started coming in as you went up in your 20s? You started attracting fake friends, fake employers. Family members started showing their true colors, being fake. People in your neighborhood being fake, because you was in that energy of, I don't want anything, so everything's fine to come. Um, God wants us to be in that earth energy in which we are planning, which we are purposeful with our life and the way we think in our desires, that we have some sort of strategy, that we have some sort of thought of direction we want to go in, that we are sensing our way through and not just wandering through the maze and saying, well, whatever comes, if I land on a trap door, if I drop down and get into the mausoleum, oh well. You can't have that mindset. Can you imagine in the movie The Labyrinth, if she just never asked anybody any questions, never wanted to get the baby at the end of the maze? She just wandered through the maze and just said, it is what it is. To me, that's gambling. That's gambling with your energy. There would have been no guarantee that she would have got through the maze. She might have been stuck in there. Now let's get into the next part. You may end up eating the lotus flower energy, where you're just kind of in the same cycle. You're just kind of like, doing the same thing and just hoping that eventually what you want comes. Now, yeah, it may eventually come mixed in with all the other stuff, but what if you're old and gray? What if you are too old to enjoy it? By the time you get it, you get the physical version of it mixed in with all this trash stuff. You don't want that. Okay, you want the odds to be definitely most likely 90% in your favor, which means focus on what you want most of all. That way you don't need to deal with dumpster type of energy coming at you. Hi, everybody. I don't know why the chat. I don't know why the chat. I have the chat option on. So I'll leave the comment section open for this video. So if some of you want to comment, okay, you can go to the comment section when it ends. We also have to keep in mind that divine timing is at work. Okay? So if you say, I don't want nothing, everything could just come. Whew. You may not realize that the divine timing may be 10 years from now in which the thing that you want will come. But you can speed up the delivery of your manifestation if you are focused on it. But if you're not focused on it, then the delivery of your manifestation is determined by also the energy that you was comfortable with receiving, which is the everything that Elliot is talking about. Okay. So you may end up having your manifestation may not be discovered in the everythingness, maybe 10 years later, when you could have had it come physically right now, had you been focused on it. Okay. This is why I'm an oracle. Okay. This is why I'm a star seed that have come to earth to give clarity. It's in my chart. Okay. If you believe in zodiac, I have double Libra in my chart. So I am chosen for this, especially where it's at. So some of y'all need to not just let yourself lay out open. So nude. When you say, I'm not going to focus on anything, just everything could come. You may be putting your spirit in danger. Be careful of having that mind. You're saying you don't mind what manifestation comes. When you say, I don't want nothing, so everything could come, you're also saying you're open for whatever, even if it's dangerous, wicked, witchcrafty, and you don't want that. Okay, you're still putting out thoughts, even when you say, I don't want nothing. There's thoughts you already released. There's thoughts that you don't even know you're having down in your subconsciousness. So underneath that whole thought of I don't want anything, so everything could come, so what I want could come. The Most High know that you're being manipulative with that type of phrase. So your thoughts underneath are still going to matter. You're still chasing it. If you say I don't want anything, so everything can come. You know the reason why you're saying that is because you know that your manifestation will definitely come. So you're trying to skip over doing the hard work and just letting the dumpster energy come. Okay? Which means that's actually witchcraft. That's actually dark witchcraft because you're lying. You're saying I don't want it, but you know the reason why you're saying you don't want it is because you know everything will come, so it will definitely come with the everything. So you're being manipulative. You're being a passive aggressive magician. And the Most High does not condone of that. So you will be checked. The everything that come is going to affect you as a form of disciplinary, trying to find a cheat code to get your manifestation without doing the planning, the strategizing, the detoxing, and all of that. Trying to get it without being exactly like you worked on your inner self. You're saying, well, maybe it'll chase me because I'm not chasing it. That's literally narcissism. Like the narcissists say, if I pull away after I've given you a taste, maybe you'll come towards me and chase me. When you say I don't want it because everything will come, that means my thing within the everything will come. You're literally doing a narcissistic strategy. That's how I see it, y'all. That's how I see it. That you're literally saying, I already put out the vibration, a vibrational taste of me. So I'm going to pull away and say, I don't want anything. I don't want it. And then maybe it'll come towards me and chase me. That's manipulation. Okay. Um, that's how narcissists trick you to come towards them and give them what they want. So the whole trick of vibrational release, I send a vibration of me out there of wanting it, and then I say I don't want it, so that it can taste me and then say, how come you don't want me? Maybe I should come to you to find out why you don't want me. That's manipulation. That's exactly what you're doing. Okay. I am a queen of pens. Okay. I rule the pens and the wands. So I know a trick, a manipulative trick when I see one and hear one. Um, I'm not saying you can't use this process. You can use that backdoor underground trick to get what you want. But are you willing to pay the price? That's it. Whatever that price may be, because you don't know because you said everything could come. There's always a price for your manifestation. You don't get anything for free. You must still go through the desert and shadow. You're not skipping over the desert. Moses had to go through the desert. You're not skipping through it, skipping it. So when you say everything can come, you're saying any type of karmic energy that has to help me have the breakthrough, to teach me, to push me towards a breakthrough. Any karmic energy can come. That's what you're saying when you say everything is welcome to come because I don't want nothing. So you just have to be careful with that type of mindset. Okay, that type of scripting. Um, just think, do you really think that when Moses was going through the desert, if we're going to get into scriptures, let's use some stories that we all know. If Moses was thinking like that, or the Messiah, don't you think they would have been under way more negative energy attacks than they were under? Can you imagine if like Moses was going through the desert and he said, well, oh, anything could come, anything could come. I'm cool being in this desert. I don't really want to get out this desert. Everything could come. I can't imagine how much other toxic energy in that desert that would have come for him. So um, just be careful of the warping, twisted scripts. I'm not devaluing his approach. What I'm saying that it's risky. It is like gambling. And it's like, I'm just pulling the slot machine 1,000 times, thousand. I don't really care. I don't really want nothing. I'm just pulling this slot machine. It might take your money for a very long time. And you may even be blocked because God see you're trying to still low key force it. When you say I don't want it, and you know that not wanting it makes everything come, so the thing will come within the everything, you're still trying to force it to come. You're just taking a different, you're going big in like backward way. You're in a very gray reality, in which you're taking a gray way of doing it. It's not exactly dark, but it is gray. Okay. So yeah, I would I would like to be able to see on paper or in my scripts or in my records the pattern. Like I know what's most likely to come in abundance because I know what I put down in abundance. I know what I thought in abundance. I know what I said I desire in abundance. And I know why. Now here's the thing. Even if everything only comes according to the everyness of your previous thinking. So ask yourself, have you been a decent person? You attract what you were feeling and thinking in abundance. Even with that script you do. Even with that one. Even if you say I don't want nothing, I'm fine with everything coming. It's still all based on the collectiveness of your thoughts and the thoughts that you welcomed and the people that you welcomed and the things that you experienced that you did not purge out of your life. It's still based upon that stuff. So if you were dealing with someone who was abusive and you had an abusive family and that's what you were talking about all the time or focusing on or people you were around all the time, the everything is going to be that. The everything is going to be that. This is why you need to be careful of using the I'm fine with everything coming because the thing I want will come. The everything may be the wickedness that you could not stop focusing on. It could be your so-called toxic twin, or whatever criminal you was dealing with or trauma that you were dwelling on. If you have some sort of trauma and you were always talking about it, you was always in therapy, you were always thinking about it, you're always going through it, the everything is going to be related to the trauma. So I want to say be mindful of what scripts you use. Okay. If you enjoyed this video, get the like up. Okay. Hit the like button. Don't just keep on watching me. Okay. Don't keep on just eating from an empress's plate. It's not safe for your spirit. Okay. Always show gratitude for an empress when an empress is a queen of pens as far as chosen to be an oracle. So I want to talk about that. Um, Sometimes, if you try to manifest using that script, whatever you want may get tired of waiting to get to you through the junk. So it may come halfway to you, but then it might turn around because there's a bunch of junk energy in your field, the everything, the other stuff. This is why it's still no guaranteed, 100% guaranteed that what you want will come using that script, using that mindset that Elliot Hulse is talking about. Now, he's not telling you to use it, but there's no guarantee that what you want is still going to come in the everything. Because if all the negative energy that you had was dominating your metaphysical world, it's going to block what you want. And what you want will get tired of waiting to get through. And it will go to another being and not far from you, not far from you, who is not doing that script, and who is not full of energy in their metaphysical field that would block it. It will always go. The manifestation will always go towards someone who has a clearer path. That's just it. That's just it, y'all. Okay? All right. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to let me know. If you'd like to send a cash appreciation gift, you can send it to my Cash App at money sign Coach B Hunter. I will post my new information in the community news. I do have a couple of videos premiering today. Um, I really think that y'all should watch. So make sure you hit the notification button to make sure that you find out when those videos are premiering. I do have new videos coming for our members. Thank you for listening. Have a bright day. Bye.